Well, meanwhile, of course, commemorations to mark a century since the start of the war continued last night as thousands across the West Midlands took part in a national Lights Out event.
Public buildings, businesses and households were asked to turn off their lights for an hour and to leave a single candle burning. At 11 o'clock, the exact moment war was declared, those final candles were put out. Callum Watkinson reports.
In Birmingham Cathedral last night, music, prayer, poetry,
"To the last man," cried the profiteers.
And silence, and a switch off of the lights inspired by some prophetic words. "The lamps are going out all over Europe," said the Foreign Secretary Sir Edward Grey, the day before Britain went to war in 1914. "We shall not see them lit again in our lifetime."
This evening is an opportunity for us to invite people to come along and pause and reflect and think about the significance of the events 100 years ago.
A projector showed Westminster Abbey's service, and there were candles, extinguished one by one as the official declaration time approached. By 11 o'clock, the congregation here felt something of the darkness that the Foreign Secretary saw coming a century ago.
I think I'm just quietly appalled, really, and completely lacking in understanding. I've sort of read up about the First World War and tried to understand how it started, and I can't get my head around it. I think that's in common with a lot of people. And I think I'm just confused.
It's given me a lot more appreciation for things I didn't really know about. I think it's really important that people do know what has happened in times gone past.
It's something that we should never forget. It's something that's happened to our country, something that's so important that we keep in our memories, that our children remember. And let's just hope that everybody does.
The same ritual was repeated in public buildings round the country. In private houses too, many sent us pictures to show they sat in the shadows and remembered for a while. As thousands across the West Midlands reflected on millions of lives cut short.
We monitored the usage on the network last night from 10 o'clock, and we saw a significant drop in the usage profile of 55 megawatts. And that actually equates to 5 million low energy light bulbs, which we can directly equate to the Lights Out initiative.
Sir Edward Grey never did see the lamps go on again in Europe. By the time the armistice was signed, old age had all but robbed him of his sight, and the war all but destroyed the Europe that he knew. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.